Austin, Texas, home to technological and cultural advances, but for everything going on in this city, the hub is bathed in burnt orange, and it is DKR and the Texas Longhorns. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the Syracuse Orange, taking on another team from the ACC, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Syracuse's offense takes the field to start this game off. And this big fella can beat you in a number of different ways in the passing game, David.
Yeah, so much fun to have a guy that I can rely on, that can beat guys over the middle of the field, that can beat man-to-man coverage. This guy's the ultimate weapon.
And I love that this guy has an awesome catch radius. You don't have to be perfect as a quarterback when you throw to him. He can make you look good.
And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to...
Got a lot of running room. He's at the 20. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Cuse.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. And he's going to try to return this one. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So the Texas Longhorns offense will go to work for the first time. And you'd better be sharp throwing the football to the outside, Jesse, because both of these teams have lock-up corners.
And they're really good at baiting you into throwing their way as well. You've got to be careful. And, David, I like these guys, too, because they're not afraid to get their face in the fan and support the run game.
No doubt. It's fun because when you're a defense and you can shut down half the field, you can do so many different things to give other guys help because you trust these guys on an island outside.
Just having these dudes bounce off of him like popcorn. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Going to try to get it himself. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play. Now on 2nd down. Trying to surprise him with the pass. Working that left side now. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. The Longhorns have this offense rolling. He's going to pass. Now adjusting. He fires it out to the right. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. Off the play fake. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. He's going to take off. He gets the job done, picking up the 1st down, then getting down.
That is the exact situation that every defense draws up. I want you in 3rd and long. I want you in a predictable passing situation. But I don't want you with that guy because that guy can run around, scramble, buy time, make 3rd and long look like 3rd and short, and pick up a 1st down.
Nobody open, he just throws it away, and it'll bring up second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He wants to pass it on second down. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Quarterback checking off. They move the tight end all over. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I'll tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. Trying to slam in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas! The AT unit on the field. Bangs it through for an extra point. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out. You need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea, because if he can get out in space and he gets a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. The receiver was doubled, and they picked it off. Trying to take it back. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business.
Some defensive players just have a knack. I've played with guys throughout the course of my career that you can't coach it. It's not speed, it's not strength. It's literally, I know when to break on the football, how to go get it, and how to pull it in. It's just a knack.
They make the stop after the catch and still some work to do to pick up that first down. And here comes the offense on second down. On the run, it's Cantrell. Tackled at the 28. It's a pickup of 5. Now on first down from the 28. He wants to throw. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. At the 45 on his way. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. The Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Wide open downfield. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. The Longhorns have taken it inside the 20. Forced out of the pocket. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Longhorns! If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing. For this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
Got the first down and more. And he put his foot in the ground and turned it upfield and turned it into a big play. Great decision to keep it. After picking up this first down on the ground, let's see what they do. Here's the handoff. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Might as well stick with him. At the 35, he's got room. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
And that's all you want, right? You want that first down, understand the situation, understand I got to get north and south, get a first down, get a new set of downs.
Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Dumps it to the back. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Couldn't make the connection on first down. Now here on 2nd. Trying play action. Takes the easy throw in the flat. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. Unloads to the wideout. Fires into traffic. Intercepted. He can be dangerous with the ball in his hands with no room to return that pick, and they'll go on offense from the 21. Wideouts all wadded up in a bunch. Gonna run it. It's Cantrell. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
He'll fire to his right. He'll fire back across his body, and it's intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Well, he was rolling to his right. Because of that, I don't know if it affected the timing between him and his wide receiver. Defense comes away with the INT.
And that's the end of the line on that run, and it's the end of the line for the first quarter. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Now the play fake. Fires to the middle. Oh, so close to paying off the tip drill. He had it in his hands, but it falls incomplete. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Syracuse.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Looking for a gap. It's Jocelyn. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. He's looking downfield to throw. Fires into traffic, picked off. Oh, he left him grabbing. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
He'll start this drive firing. Complete. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Well, look, this quarterback has struggled a little bit in this game with interceptions. Maybe he was being too greedy early on that time, made a real good decision. And I'll tell you what, that's a nice catch by the running back because that ball's in the air a long time. You're throwing it all the way out to the...
And it's caught! Touchdown, Orange!
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, we should have ran a better route.
Well, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He finds a soft spot in the middle. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his protection.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the 1st down.
He's right on target. They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a 1st down. And the Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Finds his big tight end. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. After that last completion, it's 2nd down. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Moving out of the pocket. And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
They'll try to pick up the 1st through the air. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage. Well, they're certainly not out of field goal range here, but they want to try to pay off this drive with a touchdown. They'll go for it on 4th. The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half. Perhaps emboldened by converting a 4th down earlier in the game, they'll try a 2nd time. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. The completion well past the sticks. And it's a catch, but he's got enough for the 1st down. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Looking for space. It's Jocelyn. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
He wants to throw here on second down. He thought he might turn that into a score, but the defense able to wrestle him down short. They'll stop him at the 3.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
They keep pushing forward down to the 3, but now it's 3rd and goal. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. On 3rd and goal, they'll try to throw it in. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
3rd and short in college football today. You see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
Snapped it in the shotgun. He's got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Texas.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football a little bit in the first half. Stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. Out of the end zone. Crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put it on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
He tries to take the top off. Brings it down on the right side. Touchdown, Cuse. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Here he comes with the return. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
What?
Fires one high and deep. And it's caught inside the 30. A massive pickup on that one, and they're in business at the 21. That big play put them in business. Now they're right on the edge of the red zone as they go to work 1st and 10. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. Bought a little time, lets it go. He's got his man. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Grabbed over the middle. It's Hart. And the Longhorns will move the sticks with the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Trying to find his man on first down. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. Got room on the return. And the senior just took that one out of the air and sends it the other way. Less than half minute to play here in the half. Let's see how aggressive they are on 1st and 10. They'll start this drive with a pass. Looking deep down the right side. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Linebackers moving. Quarterback. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. Going for it all. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off.
That really wasn't his best throw. I tell you what, you got to choose when you're going to zip it in there and sometimes put some air underneath it. He chose the wrong one, put a little too much air underneath it. Defensive player makes the nice pick.
Just 9 seconds to play here in the half. Let's see if they come out guns a-blazing. They'll throw it on first down. Lost one deep down the right side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. He's not afraid to go deep. And he makes the catch inside the 25. Boy, he almost finished his half with a bang, and are they lucky to get him stopped. They're eager to head to that dressing room right now. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've got a superb matchup in Austin today. Toughest job inside that stadium right now might just be the scoreboard operator after all those first downs and touchdowns. Big plays have defined this one, thanks to 2 of the best receiving corps in all of college football. Let's see if these defenses can adjust and make the necessary chess moves.
And the returner will be knocked down. Here comes the Texas offense. Not hard to figure out why they trail to start this 3rd quarter. 3 first-half turnovers.
So if you're on offense, let's just stay out of our way and find out what happens here in the 2nd half. We're not even giving ourselves a chance because we keep turning the football over. If we can do that, we've got a chance to come back in this game.
I think it's a crazy balance between being really aggressive in the 2nd half by finding ways to make plays, but also not shoot ourselves in the foot, right? Like, they didn't live well on that in the 1st half. Let's see if they can be a little bit more aggressive while still taking care of the football.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
After the misfire, it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Quickly complete. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a 1st down. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the 1st down.
I think it's because the tight ends is so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, if the quarterback's patient, most of the time, that drag route's going to come in.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
He wants to throw it again. Finds the tight end. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
And man, this quarterback has had a day with that pass. He goes over 300 yards on the day. Really nice job executing, putting up some yards today. Pretty good day for the young man.
They'll throw it on 1st down. Scrambling away. He's looking on the right side. And he makes the catch inside the 20.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws, just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. Finds his man. It's Hart. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns!
Every time we speak to defenses before they play this guy, they all know he's going to get the ball thrown his way. They always come up with creative and exotic ways to try to cover him in the back end, but they're never able to get it done. This guy just beats coverage time and time again. And with that last catch, that's now his 15th receiving score of the season.
Bringing it out. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. The pull and throw off the RPO. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Looked like the offense had a chance for a big play there, but the running back just could not reel that ball in.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his tight end. They'd hope to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were...
Makes the grab down the left side. Nothing but green ahead. Touchdown, Texas! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half. This dude is lighting it up for the Horns, and some old-school Horn fans starting to think about that 500-yard 4-touchdown day Vince Young had against Oklahoma State.
Bringing back great memories, and there's been some good runs at quarterback. You think about Colt McCoy, too, man. He put up some serious numbers, some serious wins. Can this be the next guy to catapult this offense, to bring Texas back to prominence?
Running back searching for a hole. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Keep it on the ground. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
Well, the defense wasn't expecting that. They had a lot of guys back into coverage. That was second and a lot of yards to go, and they got caught off guard. Not enough guys in the box to control that running back.
He'll keep it himself. Nice move to keep moving. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And, David, how demoralizing does it have to be for a defense when you know they're going to run it, everyone in the stadium knows they're going to run it, and still you cannot stop it?
There's nothing more demoralizing as a defensive lineman because it ticks you off. It gets in your head. You know that guy's going to come off and smack you, and you got to do something about it. I think the defense may be time to start committing more guys to stopping that run, not worrying about the pass as much.
Went to the running game on first down, now second down. They'll run play action. He's going to throw deep right side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Catch in the middle. It's Linderbaum. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. Handoff from the shotgun. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The option. Quick toss. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. 9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. dances away. He'll pull it down and run. Oh, he just avoided taking a big hit with the slide. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. This will be a 50-yard field goal attempt, and he'll have to curl it in from the right side. Splits the uprights. It's good.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out, running toward the tape. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. You look to be backed up, and then suddenly you're not. Big play has him across the 50, and they'll have it 1st and 10. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Fires to the big fella. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker.
It's a really nice job in coverage defensively there, because that tight end, he wasn't really even open. Quarterback just still tried to put it on him and give him an opportunity, but great tackle short of the stick, setting up 4th down.
Finds his man enough for the 1st. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. The Longhorns have their offense in high gear. From the shotgun, the inside give. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm now. They're letting them drive off the ball on 1st down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
Talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. 2nd down now as they're ready to go back to work. The give on the inside. They make the tackle after he gets 2 down to the 25. Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. The Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. Power football with the run. Bullnose ahead. He's down at the 18 after picking up 5. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Off play action. Going for 6. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling the rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly. Haven't seen a lot of balls falling complete, especially deep down the field. That one did, but I'd expect this guy to keep letting it go.
From the gun on 3rd down. Fires to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Hart. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9.
He has been the go-to guy on offense all game long. And on a critical 3rd down here in the 4th quarter, surprise, surprise, guess who they go to? That guy.
They'll try to get it in with the run. He'll pick up 3 before he's downed at the 6.
At the 6-yard line. Brings up the second and goal.
Defense trying to come up with a stop on 2nd and goal. He's looking to throw. And he gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
We just need better execution on offense right now. Not able to get it done on 1st down, and now they give up the sack. If you're the head coach right now, you might want to think about a timeout, make sure your guys have their minds right.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. They're working that left side. And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Splits the uprights. Good. A penalty marker is down. If this is on the defense, the offense didn't have a choice to make. Do you dare take the points off the board and go for the touchdown? The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The Longhorns trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Trying to barge their way in. Touchdown, Longhorns! And they take it in for 6 more points. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. And the extra point is up and good, and they have an 11-point 4th-quarter lead. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Texas.
Returner's going to try to see what he can get. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
Yeah, and listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able...
It's complete. A huge pickup. Racing down the left side. And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, Syracuse. So they get that score that they so desperately needed, and now they've got a chance to pull this one out.
Defense has got to give them a chance. The defense needs to get the ball back to them quickly so they can march down the field and try and score and narrow the gap again. This offense, they have the playmakers to come back and win this football game. They're going to need some help from the defense.
And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. That kind of pickup on 1st down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35.
Big 3rd down for this defense. Listen, you've got to get the ball back. You know what they're doing. They're trying to run the football, but we need the clock to be on our side so our offense has some time. Got to make a stand right here on 3rd down.
These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. And they needed an inch, and they didn't get it. This defense gives up nothing, and you'll like it.
Man, I like the call. 3rd and inches, I feel like I can get a few inches. I just need to fall forward, but this defense more than ready for the quarterback sneak.
Now, I think as a play caller, that just makes you second-guess everything. You'd love to think you can just dial up QB sneak to pick up that 1st down. Now, you're probably going to have to hand it off to the big fella behind you to keep this drive going.
Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the 1st down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And the Longhorns will have it 1st and 10. The handoff, keep working on that clock. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Quarterback will audible. Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. Oh, did he toast the coverage? Got it deep downfield. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Texas! The lead grows, and you can sense they know how important wins are this late here in Week 11.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, the lead is a dozen here in the 4th. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Arkansas State is in front. They've responded well to all the off-the-field chatter this week. They still have to finish the job, and that is no sure thing right now. They're up by 12 over Georgia State. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Got him downfield. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Orange.
Yeah, and that's step 1. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
Lining up to add another. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. They got one of the touchdowns they needed, and they'll try to get the ball back right now with the onside kick. Here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. 1-possession game, getting late. First order of business, just take care of the football.
So they call this situation 4-minute offense, where you're trying to run the football and throw high percentage. Difficult point of the game to execute at a high level, though.
Yeah, and listen, what you understand as an offense is if I get 1 or 2 first downs, this ball game's over. And that's your sole objective. Not scoring, take care of the football, get a few first downs, walk out with the W.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. Catch and stride inside the 15. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
And that play is going to just ignite this offense. You got to take a shot. You want to be aggressive. What an individual effort here by the receiver hauling in that catch.
And a chance perhaps to salt this game away if this offense can pay this off with a late touchdown. Touchdown, Longhorns! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And with the extra point, the lead is a dozen here in the 4th. Well, they didn't exactly milk the clock on that drive, did they? 2 plays and into the end zone for the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Wants to throw on first down. Got his man. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. And they spike it and get the clock stopped.
Ball's incomplete. Brings up second down.
Let's see what they've got on second down. He's looking to throw. Coming after it. Took a shot as he threw. Nowhere close. He got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Boy, guys, they got... But now a couple of big... Lofts one high and deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. They're just going to watch that clock tick down to 0, Jesse, as they run it out here.
It's just a matter of formalities now for this offense, running the victory formation.
Lets it fly deep downfield. Throw to the end zone, picked off. And the senior just snatched the ball out of the air and gave it back to his offense. Looking for a productive play on first down. He's going to pass. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. I know a lot of people thought this was going to be a blowout, but this team said, just when you think you have all the answers, I change the questions.
It's so true, Reese. I mean, they had a lot of dudes that we were talking to leading up to this game just had a chip on their shoulder. They just didn't feel like they were being respected, and they wanted to come out and they wanted to prove a point. And David, they did exactly just that.
And it's so much easier to be the underdog. It's so much easier to coach that team and you go, hey, they're ranked. Everybody's talking about them. You don't have a chance. It just builds all that